All right, enough with the song. Welcome to My Wife Hates Me. We're going to have a great show tonight. We have some guests.
Are we?
We'll interview.
You heard it here first, folks.
We'll introduce him in a second.
We're going to have a great show. This is going to be our first one.
Are you going to fucking cut me off on that
I'm
song?
going to go you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was your show. Go ahead, sir.
So, no, I'm just saying.
Oh, no, you're the big boss.
I'm not the big boss.
Go ahead. What do you guys say? Okay, you go do your plugs?
This weekend I'll be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights. Next weekend I'll be in Harrisburg. But listen to me, folks.
We're the only radio show that gives pretzels to our guests right before we introduce them. Hey, wouldn't you fill up your mouth, guys?
Pretzel sticks.
Loud
Pretzel
sticks.
We're over already? We're done?
Oh, Ed is on the phone, but I haven't set up the story yet.
Oh, wait a second.
Ed, hang on. We're just starting.
He has to put his hat on. Rich Voss just put his hat on, ladies.
Ed's a lawyer. We a lot of times have counselors calling to try to tell us to get a divorce. But tonight we have a lawyer calling that already drew up the papers.
Perfect.
This is how it's going to go down, Rich.
February 9th, folks. I'm telling you now, this is the first time we're letting this out. We'll be doing a live My Wife Hates Me at the Village Underground. Ron Bennington is our host.
That's all we're going to say. Why do we need a host?
Well, he's our counselor host. February 9th. I go online. I don't know when the tickets go on sale. They're only $10. 10 lousy bucks. It's fucking going to be great. Believe me. February 9th.
One time I had somebody tweet me like, "You're the worst person on the planet because I was eating on radio."
So why are you doing it now then?
I did it as a joke, but now I can't get it out of my mouth.
What's the pretzel situation, February 9th?
February 9th, we'll have pretzels.
All right.
February 9th. February 9th.
That's a black man's laugh. You got it. You got it, people.
That's right.
Okay.
That was deep as
Let
fuck.
me tell you. We have Ben Haig, who comes in when we're in trouble. We
White
bring
man.
him. Ben Haig, who is my friend.
What's Haig? What's Haig?
His last name.
I think it's Dutch.
Dutch.
Like the Hague.
The
right?
Hague, yeah.
Like the Hague.
My man.
But you're not Jewish.
Not even close. Not that there's not anything wrong with that.
It is close. It is close.
No, it's not.
He's in
Holland and...
Yeah, my name's Dutch. I'm a Jew. We were in every country in Europe, chased around Europe. I think pretty much
Jews
there's a lot
have
of Jews.
been asked to leave politely at first, and then less so. Every
forcefully.
country in the world.
just nudged out of there a little bit.
Hey,
Except
guys.
the Dominican Republic. They killed 20,000 Haitians to get the Jews over there, to make room for the Jews.
Did they do that?
That's true, yeah. Trujillo did that.
Finally, a little bit of justice
Oh,
for the
man,
Jews.
no.
First of wait, they didn't bring Jews to the Dominican
Yes,
Republic.
they did. It was one of the only places in the West that would allow Jews to come during the
God.
second.
And they're
during
like,
World
oh
War
my
II?
God,
Yeah, man.
it's hot here. Oh, God.
Isn't that where Hyman Roth held that meeting? Or was that
Hyman Roth.
Cuba?
Cuba.
Okay.
It's a vacation destination,
I like
nonetheless.
your Godfather history.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I think I know something about this.
I know nothing about my own last name.
I watched all
I can
three.
make a Godfather reference.
All right, folks. Jeff Joseph, who I haven't seen in probably almost a year now, right? When's the last time we've seen each
It's
other?
been too long.
I've seen you like 3 times.
I saw you and your lesbian lover the other night. You guys are a hot couple.
That's Opie's
we are.
wife.
That's my best
Really?
bud.
She walked in with this blonde woman. I was like, oh, they're doing it.
Well, she said that's so funny because she goes, I hope people think we're lesbians.
Oh, no, it worked. It worked 100%.
I was like, nobody would put us together.
So
I didn't think.
He's the perfect beard. You know what I mean? Rich Voss is the perfect beard for you.
why?
What?
I wasn't a lesbian before I married him. You get that, right?
Oh, yeah, I got that.
But why am I the
He
perfect
pushed
beard?
me in
What?
that direction.
Why? Because I'm so fucking masculine? You know what it's
That's not where I was going, man.
Oh, because I'm gay?
Oh, is everyone know but me?
No, I didn't know. Fucking hot.
Rich is the last to know that
And
he's
then
a
he just took off
raging
his shirt right after he
homosexual.
said,
Oh, he
because
doesn't.
I'm
He hasn't
gay,
showed
then
you his
he
abs
took off
yet?
his
I know.
shirt.
We've been on air for 3 minutes. You haven't shown us your abs yet. There they are.
Oh, shit.
Good, not bad for 59.
Damn,
Huh?
what are they?
58.
He was like, you were making a joke, like you went way past what you thought it
Wait,
was.
That's what I thought. Son of a bitch. I'm like, I'm going to call him almost 60. This is really going to dig deep. He's like, no, that was 58,
That's very
actually.
close.
Well, why, thank you, sir.
And you can't see it at home, ladies and gentlemen. Rich Voss's teeth are white as fuck.
That's because they're
No, they
cat-
can't see it at home. That's how white his teeth are.
Can you scratch my scar? It's
No.
killing me.
No.
It's healing well, though. I saw it when you lifted your shirt.
What kind of scar you got?
I had a cyst on my back. They took it out. But I love
it when you talk about it.
So all your sickness is not hypochondria? Sometimes you actually are sick?
Oh, no. This is the thing with hypochondriacs. This is the problem.
They make it real.
It is sometimes there's a real thing there. But like normal people would kind of like, they just ignore it.
It started as an
it becomes a problem.
Yeah, for us, it would have been a pimple.
Yeah. It wasn't. She popped it and became a fucking cyst.
It was a pimple that wouldn't quit. It was like the best day of my life. I was like, oh, look. Yeah.
Next year, you want to see what they cut out of my back? I have a picture of it.
I really do. I really do. That's why I came here.
It looks like a big piece of
You don't like sushi, right?
What?
Because you'll never eat it again.
Oh, yeah, he's going to show you. He's got it on his phone. Yeah, you don't want to see this. He's not going to show you the scar.
I don't know why he put it on a bed of rice, but anyway.
I don't know why the doctor presented it with a side of wasabi. It was really awkward in the operating room.
So I haven't seen Jeff in almost a year. Jeff and I had the pleasure of working together. We had so much fun. We worked on the movie Top 5, writing to get, punching up and writing.
You guys had like a bromance.
Oh man, we had so much fun because
you didn't like him as much as he liked you, right?
Well, that's what makes it work.
Oh, okay.
It's the same dynamic that you guys have.
Like I never once heard you call him, but I heard him call you like 80 times.
And he never returned my calls. He thought he was important.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, he thinks he's like, oh, this'll make him happy. Giving him a call. This is something he can talk about with his friend.
He's getting a call from the legend Rich Voss. This is going to make his day. Should I FaceTime him to see his reaction when he smiles ear to ear? Fucking idiot.
Why is that light on your phone,
he doesn't know how to turn things off.
Are you a miner? What is that? Are you going into the tunnel? What?
Oh. That was the cyst. They cut that out.
Go fuck out of here.
Great radio right now.
The canary died.
That's your liver. That's huge.
It does. It looks like a pig heart.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So Jeff and I got to work on the movie together.
And we shot in this very building. We shot on this floor. Serious, remember?
Yeah. In this studio, probably, before they redid it.
And lots of different studios, yeah.
That's, matter of fact, that's when Brian Regan did his scene. That was so funny.
Yeah, he was great.
He was funny.
Jeff Stilson was here. Remember?
Yeah, but...
The Stilson?
Here's the thing. We were sitting next, a lot of the days, next to probably the most famous and best acting coach in the country.
I love that dude, man.
And all we did was fuck with him.
Oh, we drove him fucking crazy. Remember that?
We fucked with him so much.
Why did you say?
He didn't really react until we were in that hot apartment that day. Remember, we were in that kitchen. We were all crammed into the kitchen in Studio Village just watching and then we just drove him fucking nuts.
Is that when they taped with Leslie, that part? You talking about that apartment or?
It's like that apartment with what's her name? The beautiful woman.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. Oh. It was supposed to be her apartment.
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that after years of saying her name, he's finally gotten it right. The entire time he was working on the movie, he called her Rosie Dawson.
No, I didn't.
Rosary Dawson?
And then,
no, I didn't.
Yeah, maybe then the next phase was Rosie.
Beautiful.
Rosary.
So we fucked. Then one day I'm on the set and I called Bonnie.
She was very beautiful though.
Yeah,
like I saw her in person. It's like.
But she's so nice though.
Gross.
She was so nice.
I don't like beautiful people like that.
She makes you feel like you almost have a chance, doesn't she?
No, she makes you feel like a friend.
Oh no, she makes me feel like I almost have a chance.
A little different dynamic with the two of you.
Rich got friend zoned right away.
But don't try it. But you almost could. Like if the situation was different, if it was a different world.
If I weren't hugely successful and rich, I might.
Exactly.
If I was a prostitute, I may go with you.
If I didn't have an inch of self-esteem.
Thank you, Rich.
No, she
rode up to the party on the back of her father's motorcycle. Her dad. Cool looking dude.
Yeah.
They could have been dating.
He probably feels like he has a chance.
She makes him feel like, if you were my dad.
Why's your dad constantly have a boner when he comes to pick you up? That's
hey,
weird.
Guys.
Cross the line. Ben Haig.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta put
you.
So now I'm on the set one day. And then I call Bonnie. I go, who is this guy?
Do we have music for the behind the curtain on the set?
I go, who's this Scott
Stories
Scott
with
Rudin
Rich
guy?
Voss and his friend.
I go, who's this Scott Rudin? Bonnie goes, you fucking idiot. He's the biggest producer in Hollywood.
No. He's talking about every day he comes home and he's like fucking around with the producer. Then one day he calls me and he goes, do you know this guy? What's his name? Is Rudin. I was like, Scott Rudin? He was like, yeah. I was like, wait, that's the guy you're fucking with? And he's like, yeah, Scott Rudin. I go, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, it's Scott Rudin. And then he's like, is it your name, Scott Rudin? And it's like, yeah. And then I was like, get away from him. He's the meanest man in Hollywood.
Even I know who he is, and I'm barely in show business.
Yes, that. Well,
Rich, you gotta know who these guys are.
I quickly Googled so Rich could know all the different movies.
He's a billionaire.
And Rich had heard of 3 of the movies.
The movie Swimming with Sharks is based on him.
Rich got that information from me that day.
No, you didn't. No. Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was hysterical.
Oh, my God.
But then, he did Social Network. The guy's won.
Everything he touches is huge.
He's won a Grammy, a Tony, an Oscar, and a
He's
Emmy.
an EGOT?
He's an EGOT.
He's won them all.
And then Whoopi was also in the movie, and we saw 2 EGOTs meet. Remember?
Oh.
There was an EGOT meeting between the 2 of them.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
They mate for life.
The
EGOTs.
The Illuminati.
Out of her fucking mind. Well, I'm going to wait till I hear Bill Cosby's side of the story. That's what fucking Whoopi said. Really? What's his side going to be?
Well, 7 of them, yes, I did rape. But the others are lying.
His lawyers have advised him to speak only in the mushmouth voice, so when he goes to court, it's just going to be like...
Is he still doing the pudding commercials?
No, those are done.
No, yeah, but they're on everybody's back.
What?
Pudding on the back. You see where he's going with this?
Oh, is pudding a word for common?
You're probably thinking a tapioca pudding, not chocolate pudding.
Oh, I was thinking
why it gotta be chocolate, though? Why it gotta be chocolate?
It's the best flavor.
He's black.
Fucking Dutch people. Man.
So here's the other thing.
Even his wife turned on him.
She should actually turn. She can't really turn.
Yeah, that's a problem. You turn on him, so you should be careful.
Because she can't ever say that she ever suspected anything, because then she seems like she's in collusion.
Then she could, yeah.
She's
not gonna get a divorce, so she doesn't have to.
I meant physically turn your back on him. That's when the danger starts.
Right.
That's what I was getting at.
Please explain your jokes so people don't get them right away. We'd love for you to break it down.
We're going to recap. Jeffrey Joseph, this is what I was talking about.
They're not going to bring her up on accomplice.
No, but in terms of her reputation.
What is it? Wait,
no, say it again, because that was good.
Accomplish.
It's like delicious. It's like a delicious accomplice. She was accomplished.
Accomplice.
That a boy.
Accomplice.
Okay, I made a mistake.
I believe there's a T on the end of it.
Accomplished.
No, there's not a T on the end.
Accomplished. Oh, you're right.
Oh, my God.
What has happened to your mind with this guy?
I hold you up here. Boss is down here.
I only seem smart next to him, so you don't understand.
Who do you text to come in here? Me. I think you should be a little nicer.
I was sitting on my couch eating ramen noodles because I'm struggling.
Last week.
And
do you need me next week? Do you remember that?
I may have done.
Okay.
I missed you.
So here's...
Well, I have to go through him to get you. Every week I ask for you, and he's like, no, not this week.
Well, we can't have that all the time. We can't fall back on him. Here's another thing. And before we get to our call in the story...
But maybe you'd be in more often if you didn't... Let him say accomplish.
Okay. I'll give us a call.
I'll give him that.
All right.
866-969-1969. How disrespected is comedy that fucking The Martian won best fucking comedy at the Golden Globes? What the fuck?
I saw you tweet that. It was enraging.
But it's really fucking... I mean, you know how hard it is to do comedy? We're all comics, so you know how fucking hard it is.
It's not for me, but I can see for you guys. I've watched some of it. It's, a little difficult.
Did you watch any of the Golden Globes this year?
To me, The Martian would have been a comedy if the Matt Damon character was black, because they would have wanted to leave him there, and then he would have to try to, to get Chris Tucker, and he just never stops talking. Come on, guys, you gotta get me. Come on, man. Come on. That kind of shit. That'd
just
be funny.
Constantly using his phone trying to get, come on, man. That's my Chris Tucker.
So the thing is, Gervais, funny hands. I've never not seen him funny.
I love him.
He's so good.
What's the backlash? He's so fucking great. He takes the piss out of everybody. I love it.
He's the best. I've never seen him fail in anything. His movies, his fucking
we've seen him
shows.
fail on one movie.
One movie. But
Extras is great. The Office is great.
Fucking
he's a great talk show host guest. He's super quick on talk shows.
Town was
I know
fucking
you notice
great.
you guys aren't bringing up his Netflix show.
I never saw that.
I didn't see the one with His cartoon, everything.
I'm
he
just
does,
saying, nobody bats 1,000.
He's fucking.
I said 100.
Besides the point. And plus, when he's in studio on Opie, I've been with him twice. Look, he doesn't fail. So you see how good he was.
Are you really going to not bring up the story? Because I thought that's why.
What story? With this guy on the phone?
No. When he was in studio with Opie.
When I made him really laugh really hard, one?
There you go.
Well, it's
and that's the.
No, I didn't bring that up. It wasn't about me.
That if you laugh at someone, then you're more of a genius. That solidifies you as a genius in that person's mind more than anything they could ever say.
No, not at all. I always thought he was good. I always thought he was great. But when I made him,
Ricky Gervais gets it because he laughed at you.
No, but that's not it. He gets.
What if he didn't laugh at you? Would you still be like, the guy's fantastic?
Yeah, I've had people in radio that didn't laugh at some of the stuff I've said, and I'm still fans of theirs,
but not as vocal.
Oh, you give it a name, and I'll get vocal. All I'm saying, can I get to my point?
He does laugh at everybody though, but in a good way. Rich.
Oh,
Ricky Gervais. He's always in a good mood.
He's just a fucking. But let me get to the point, then we'll move on.
He's a drunk. Am I the only one that knows he drinks in the morning? Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah, he's like a total.
You can't lie. You can get sued for that.
Oh shit, the Jew. Oh boy.
Oh my God, we've gone back to fucking World War II. The Jew over here.
The Jew over here.
Oh man.
My point is,
you're gonna get sued.
Now you watch him at the Globes, how funny he was.
Yes.
Then all the actors that came out and tried to do their bits.
See how funny Ricky Gervais is. It's not that easy.
Well,
there's nothing more uncomfortable than that canned presenter talk.
When the fucking when Gosling and Matt and Brad Pitt,
people consider that one a win.
That was the best one of the night.
People say, "Oh, that one was good."
Spanish
but
girls were the best.
Oh, with Eva, that was funny.
That was the funniest one. Yeah, you're right.
But you're right. It is, as a comic, it's cringeworthy to watch non-comedic actors go up there and do those little.
Oh, I know. And then they're like,
even comedic actors like that. Channing Tatum and who's that guy? The
Will Ferrell
dude.
Oh no!
Oh, with the bear mask on.
Yeah, man, I saw that coming. I was like, as soon as he's gonna come in the bear suit.
But the acting. I mean, these are world-class actors, and then it's like, well, I have to come out here by myself because he's gone somewhere, and then, you know what I mean? Like, they have to set it up, and it's just so horrible.
But Jim Carrey was funny.
He was great.
He's always funny.
Absolutely.
But he's always funny, though. But he's another one that's
he's a live
funny.
performer. He's a live stand-up comedian.
Okay, and he probably wrote his own thing,
but Will
too.
Ferrell and,
whoever wrote that was so didn't they wear the 2016 glasses?
That was terrible. And they should have had him carry that bit instead of Mark Wahlberg somehow. Yeah. They should have written it differently and had Will Ferrell instead of just standing there.
I feel like it wasn't written.
Yeah, that was cringy.
I don't think
even Amy and Jennifer Lawrence wasn't. I see that was funny, but they didn't write that. So. Somebody, I don't know.
Maybe they did write it.
You think?
Why are you trying to step away from the problems of the two sweethearts of America? Couldn't fucking pull it off. Let's be honest here, guys.
Yeah, they didn't.
I didn't see their part. What happened?
I don't know. There was a lot of bleeping.
Who are you?
They're bleeping fucks.
Who would you be more scared to go after? Those two, or women, or a feminist women's lib group?
It's all the same. It's all the same thing.
They'll get you, right?
I've never seen. If a few years ago you said to women, "You're all going to be carrying pitchforks," they'd be like, "We are not." And now
you don't fuck with women.
That's all they got: torches and pitchforks.
Man, I do have to say, I worked with Miss McFarlane the other night at this little. What was it? How would you describe that? It was a bookstore comedy show.
Very fancy.
With about very fancy. 300 of Manhattan's whitest people were there.
Yes.
And
God, their arms folded.
Oh my God. Miss McFarlane found the source of their deepest discomfort and just never left it. She was
but you were like,
"Is this what bothers you? Okay, well, I'm going to keep talking about this."
So
I loved it.
You were like you wouldn't let up, and it was like I don't have anything else to go to. Like I felt like I was doing my nicest stuff for them. Like
Really?
I was being gentle. I felt I didn't know how to make it any easier for them, but they were mad that I said I wanted to be skinnier. Like it got upset right away
what
from
kind
that.
of people was there?
The kind of people
Like
that
very
was it
empowered.
full of Gloria Steinems?
they all think they're someone else. They all think they're this real liberal group of people. But I guarantee you, if I walk behind them on a dark night,
Yes,
they're going
of
to freak
course.
the fuck out.
Well, that's
because
any liberal.
what's he doing? But you know,
if you move next door to them, too.
oh yeah. But you know, they have this delusion in their head that there's somebody there.
I knew the transgender stuff because people get so even Ricky Gervais, when he did his I don't think he said anything negative about.
No,
but then there were so many tweets about like, oh, you're going to go after transgender people.
That was so funny about the driving.
The driving was hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
fucking
That was
great.
funny joke.
Well-written
That was his
joke.
best actual bit of the night.
Right.
Yes, that was a great fucking bit, and the audience laughed,
Yeah,
and they're
absolutely.
very uptight. That
But
audience.
I do get it because, they've been held back for so long, and I'm talking about their balls have been held back
But you
for
act
so
like,
long.
But you
Come
act
on,
like,
guys.
No, listen, I believe in equal rights, but you act like there is many held back as black people held back, or as fucking Jews
I don't care.
persecuted.
I'm not here to put it on a scale for anybody. I'm just saying, like, I get that when people are sitting there, they're thinking like, I don't want to be part of the problem and being hateful. But the truth of it is that I know where my real heart is.
Yeah, no
and
one hates.
what I really do believe in. And it's like I do struggle with it all the time because I don't want to be hateful. I don't want to, like, that's not what my comedy is about. It's supposed to be funny.
And your jokes weren't hateful, but your jokes were just about the subject, and they just cringe at the subject. They're scared.
You're right. No matter what direction you go, once they hear that subject, you could hear the audience start to cringe as soon as he mentioned Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so much
Caitlyn
fun
Jenner.
to do that
You could
stuff.
hear that audience like through your TV.
But they laughed
to play with that tension.
They laughed at the Globes, and they're the hardest, worst audience on the planet. But no one's. I'm just saying, when you say their struggle.
It has been a struggle,
I know it's a struggle
though.
for
That is
everybody.
absolutely
It's a
true.
struggle
No,
for
it's
gay
not.
people. It's a struggle for gay people.
I get it, but I mean, you're like.
Yes.
You do get to sit there with the entire. I know that life hasn't been like so great to you in terms of like you've had a lot of struggles and stuff. But as a white man, you do get to sit a little bit on a pedestal and look down and go, "Well, I've had struggles too."
Yeah, you got them short Jew privileges, man.
But it's but the truth of the matter is that you can't know how it might be for groups of other people. So I do understand.
Yes,
like,
I know that. You're right.
Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, we fuck them or anything.
Trans people
Rich, you just cost me $100.
They have it rough.
Right.
I had that you would make it till 7:29 before you hit us with Jewish guilt, and it's 7:25.
I didn't do
You
any
hit the
Jewish
under.
guilt.
We're
That's
the
what
most
you're
hated
thinking.
people
That's
in
what
the
you're
world.
thinking right now. Bullshit.
No, listen, I have my own
Cost
struggles
me
in
$100.
life that I've overcome. Everybody's got, not everybody.
Right, you've had struggles in life to overcome. That's absolutely true, and nobody's taking that away from
Yes.
you. Okay. However, what if you had the exact same struggles to overcome that you have in this life that you've had to overcome, plus in your mind you've always felt you're a woman.
Ooh, he'd be an
Plus-
ugly bitch too. Jesus
I'd be
Christ,
good
that's
looking.
just
Are you
scary.
kidding me?
Oh,
I
my
was dressed as a
God.
girl one time for Halloween. Fucking, I was.
You did. I remember this.
No,
Yes.
you never saw
You
me.
told me.
Okay,
I was here for the Halloween.
I think we're all missing the point. I'm not.
No,
look,
'cause
I
it's-
hate being the voice of reason because
Your point
that's
is-
just not.
No,
where, that's,
I get your point. No matter what group you're in, if you're a transgender person in that group, life is going to be
Yeah,
harder
it's going to
for
be
you.
Yes.
tougher, of
Yes,
course.
absolutely.
Of course. I'm not denying that at all.
The point
So
is
what I'm
made.
saying
okay,
Rich,
there's other groups
keep
of
your
people.
pants on.
Rich
It's like
could not be a woman with those crow's feet.
It's like when white people go like, back in the day we used to make fun of the blacks and the blumps and the boops and the deeps and the
Yeah, that's all
transgender
stopped.
and then they go, and it was fun. We were just having fun. And it's like, yeah, because you're white. Like, of course it was fun for you. I don't know if it was fun for the other groups.
Why don't you tell the story and get this guy? Is he still on the line, the lawyer? Ed, right? Why don't you tell the story?
Okay.
Sum it up real quick.
Okay, we'll get Ed. Ed
Well, no,
from New
tell the
Jersey.
story. You gotta-
Wait, he's going to help.
Hello?
Hey, Rich, it's Ed. How are you?
How you doing? Oh, Bonnie's...
Sorry to keep you on for so long.
That's okay.
Bonnie,
You're
set
the
up-
lawyer, right?
I am. I'm a lawyer, and you
Esquire.
were.
Are you Esquire?
I am Esquire. You were talking on the podcast about a case that I handled the civil part of it.
Okay, well, let me just quickly. I read a New York Times article about this young black man who. What was his condition?
He had cerebral palsy, and he also was mentally retarded, so he had the capacity of an 18-month-old.
Okay.
He wore a diaper.
Right. So I read this thinking this would be a great part for Kevin Hart. So that's how it started. But the story itself is so fascinating. So there's this thing where it's called assisted facilitated communication. And what they do is, I guess they get the keyboard and they help people who don't have control of their muscles to type.
So like when we helped Rich say accomplish. Right. That was like assisted communication.
Right.
Yes, only verbal.
But in this case, they can't talk and they can't type, but you're just showing them sort of where to go. And there's a lot of controversy. Is the person who's helping them actually doing the typing, or is the person, because it's hard to tell what somebody's IQ is if they can't talk or communicate.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the Ouija board.
Right. So I'm explaining this story to Rich, by the way, and I'm in the kitchen and I say there's a lot of controversy. Are the people really typing, or is the person helping them doing the typing? And Rich goes, no, they're really typing.
Just so confidently.
That's so Rich. He just,
if anybody would know,
he has
he would know
no information. He's just making himself a sound. No, they're really doing it. So, as the story goes on, the woman that was helping him, and she's a pretty well-respected professor, right, at Rutgers.
Yeah, she was the philosophy chairperson at Rutgers in Newark.
God, Rutgers has had so much fucking problems, from football to. Go ahead.
And so this is a well-to-do white woman who has a family, 3 children, I think, right?
Yes, Jewish.
And maybe in her 40s?
She, I think, was in her early 50s.
Early 50s. The kid is 20, 19?
No, he was actually older. He was, at the time, like 31.
Oh, he was. Okay, but he looks very young, right?
Right.
So, as she's doing the assisted communication with him, they find out they fall in love. Okay? And then, so the family gets upset. The family sues.
Now, he can't speak for himself or anything.
He can't speak for himself, but he can do.
So this is going on her word.
So they have to do a lot of things like try to test. By the way, the brother and the mom of this kid, of the 31-year-old kid, they can't get the assisted, the facilitated communication to work. Only this woman seems to be able to work with him. To type for him. And he's writing her love letters.
She's writing to herself.
I mean, it's possible she's writing to herself. We don't know. We don't know yet if he can do it or not. But in the court case, she details how they fall in love, and that he says to her in the typing, I love you, but I don't know how it's going to work. And then she pulled down his diapers and blew him.
Yeah, well, he does look younger.
Yeah, this is the new Forrest Gump right here.
She left her husband.
Oh my God.
She left her husband for this guy, right?
Well, yeah, actually.
Pulled down his
okay, so let's let Ed fill, because I might have told the story
that
wrong.
just turned the radio on and heard you say, pulled down his diapers.
They think I'm talking about Rich. That's how Rich and I do it every night.
Wow, I gotta read this article.
Okay, so Ed, you tell the story now, what I've left out. And you're representing the kid, right?
We did represent, our firm had represented, the man and,
but wait, hold
and his
on.
family.
Well, wait, real quick. Were you representing him against the school or against her? Or was it civil or was it, what do you call it?
Criminal?
She was charged criminally, but we sued Rutgers and we sued her.
Okay.
But it was, at the time, it was clear she was going to jail, so we really tried to hold Rutgers in. But what happened is she was teaching a class, and in the class she showed this film. It was called Autism is a Word, and that's when she introduced this concept of facilitated communication. And my client's brother was in the class, and then he explained, my brother has cerebral palsy, he's mentally retarded, do you think you'd be able to communicate with him? him. So she had the brother bring him in and essentially use him as a guinea pig. And it wasn't just typing, because what she did is she slowly worked her way into this kid's life. Then she asked permission to take him on trips. She took him to Philadelphia. She took him to Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes, she did.
To Chicago.
Took him to Pleasure Town, too.
Took him to the moon.
So,
Hershey Park.
Funky Town.
So the family couldn't figure out why it is that she could get all this information out of him. And it wasn't just a matter of typing. She'd come back and say, oh, he said this, this, and this. And she had this concept where if he just looked at a book, he could understand what was in that book or whatever the letters were without having learned a formal language. Is really bizarre.
So Ed, sorry to cut you off. Has he so he's never spoken even to his parents, right? Not even
never. He can't speak. No.
Or communicated through the typing, right?
Can't. But maybe no, absolutely not.
Okay.
But can he ejaculate?
So I guess
We'll get to that, hopefully.
There's read the court case.
I'm
court.
Googling this shit right
yes. Okay, go ahead.
So she then takes him on this whirlwind tour where he starts writing these doctorate level papers about how it is to be when you can't communicate and all the things that he knows, and he gets published. Meanwhile, the guy can't even speak a word or understand a word. So she then the teacher breaks down to the mother and to the brother and says, we're in love and we want to emancipate him, and I have a 5-year plan where I'll leave my husband and we'll get married. So then the family reported her to the police.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. But isn't this a sign that she's just like schizophrenic or something, maybe?
Well, no, I think she's more complicated than that, because she actually, from her, what she taught in classes and stuff, she was really into the underdog, right? Like
for a white woman, you're right, Bonnie. She kept writing all these articles on ethics and minorities and black studies. She taught a bunch of black studies classes. You're right. She had this obsession with African Americans.
Was she doing this for notoriety? Was she making any money off the things that were published?
No. She wasn't. Well, no, not. She definitely wasn't making money off it. But what happened is she wrote a diary, and we ended up getting the diary, and it was just a day by day description of what she said to him, and then what she said he said. Wow. And it was one of these situations where he would come back with the most perfect response that your wife or your girlfriend would want you to say. And it was all imaginary. So he just created this.
Now, I have to ask this. Was this like, have you ever, because there are no pictures of this guy probably because he's considered to be a toddler, right? A victim.
Right.
But have you ever seen this guy?
Sure.
What does he look like? Is he attractive?
No. It had nothing to do
what was he wearing?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm like, what was the thing that?
Because she was in love with herself. She was having her own relationship with herself through
he was
him.
Just just a conduit.
But I wonder if there's any physical lust behind it.
But also, I think too, it's like I say this carefully because I don't want it to be, but there is some it's like having love for a baby or a dog maybe that can't really fend for itself, like you're doing everything for it.
I would stay away from the dog.
I know. I'm not trying to make that comparison, but I'm just saying, I can see how she would totally fall in love with this guy. It's the transference of it being romantic love. That's the...
Yeah, I could see having this love for this person, like you said. She's caring. He needs her. She feels that that without me he can't survive, kind of. Can we? But the romance part. That's where
that's where she's falling in love with herself. Like she's creating this.
Insane. This is a crazy
hold on
story.
a second. Dr. Jeff, hold on a second. So we want to get some more information about this trial, and then we'll bring Dr. Jeff in on this call.
Okay.
Who's Dr. Jeff?
Dr. Jeff is a renowned psychologist.
But he's Indian. All right, go ahead. So, how much could he know?
And he's Indian is what you're supposed to say. Not but he's Indian.
No, he doesn't think it should be psychology.
Yeah, yes, really, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
He said engineers, okay.
No, not like Apache.
And this is fascinating. Please continue.
Despite the fact he's Indian.
Rich hit the nail on the head because it was this made-up relationship that she was fascinated with. It had nothing to do with the guy, the way he looked. I mean, he was like a 200-pound black guy in a wheelchair that shit himself. So I don't know.
That doesn't matter if he's black. Or if it was a 200-pound white guy who shit himself, it would be.
To her, right?
To her, she was infatuated.
Right.
She was infatuated with she wrote a lot about poor black single mothers. Yeah. She had a thing for that world. Like she felt probably some white guilt.
No, she's
for being an upper middle class. She went home and looked at her family.
Or a real sense of superiority.
Sure.
Yeah. Or just a regular.
Well, there's a thing that people that go into certain professions, they have low self-esteem because, that way they can really be of use to society. Like if they help people who are mentally handicapped and stuff. So maybe she had some of that. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist.
So go ahead. One question. You're saying wouldn't her lawyers use the insanity defense?
No, they tried to say that he was really writing this stuff. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Insanity is tough because you have to not appreciate what you're doing is wrong. So you would have to think that was right. She knew on a certain level having sex with somebody who couldn't consent was wrong. So she wasn't insane. But Bonnie's right. What in the criminal case, they decided to go with the facilitated communication and say, he could definitely communicate. It's just with her. But I think you guys talked about it on the podcast. The way she got caught is the mother and the brother started asking questions while Anna Stubblefield was in the room that only my client would know,
right?
If he could know anything, like who was Uncle Jack's wife or who is Aunt Mary's first husband, and Anna Stubblefield didn't know that, so she couldn't answer any of those questions.
Or so he, in quotes, couldn't answer those questions, right?
Well, yeah, right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So then she went to prison.
For what? For rape, right? Is that what she went to prison for?
Yes. She was charged with sexual assault. She had her trial. It just the verdict just came in, I think, last month or so. But so she was out on bail. But the reason why her husband left her was because she was sleeping with this guy. And
the husband's like, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but come on, a mentally handicapped kid who shits himself.
He'd go to kiss her. He'd go to kiss her and go, "You eating ass again?"
But she asked the judge.
It smells like he ate a diaper.
I'm
What's going on?
People. These are horrible people.
Okay.
She asked the judge for mercy and to keep her out on bail before, after being convicted and prior to sentencing because she was a single mom. Now, she was only a single mom because
she left her husband.
Right.
How old are her kids? Her kids got to be old. They're got to be adults.
They're probably college age now.
Oh, yeah. God,
how embarrassing.
Yeah.
I guess they're not. I guess they dropped out of Rutgers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they would have had a free ride to Rutgers.
Yes,
because she was a professor there. And now
yes,
that school could not be getting worse.
It is weird. Okay, so Ed, we're going to keep you on the line if you can hang out, and we're going to get Dr. Jeff to weigh in on some of this.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Dr. Jeff.
How's it going, guys?
What's this lady's map?
Yeah, jumping right there.
Dr. Jeff likes to use the map analogy.
So there's maps for healthy people, and maps don't work for unhealthy people, for the record. So,
okay.
Did she get a full psych workup, or what, Ed?
Ed?
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh, did Dr. Jeff wants to know if she got a full psych workup?
Well, not until after. That's actually what made it worse for her, because after she got caught, she then, the lawyer sent her to a psychiatrist, and she then wrote this journal, like a diary of everything that had transpired, sent it to the psychiatrist. Her husband found that on the computer, and then he sent it to everybody. So then that's how we all got to know exactly what happened.
Posted it on Facebook. Put her on blast, as they would say, right?
Put her on blast.
Is that a new one, blast?
No, it's kind of old, Rich.
Oh, okay.
But the psychiatrist's report just really minimized her appreciation of his disabilities. It didn't in any way it wasn't a good report in the sense that it would say that she had no idea that this was wrong. So,
right.
It was what we call mitigate.
Could he show emotion if he was actually either aroused by her or show that he in some way liked her? Was he able to show emotion? I know what she was doing was completely wrong in terms of, falsifying all the things he was writing and
I know
writing
what
them
you're
for.
saying.
But
did he?
I heard he liked it.
When he came, did he fucking?
No, but like in general, like
he would get erect, obviously, and then when she wasn't around, one of the byproduct was that he would masturbate a lot. So it actually made him very sexual.
So.
When they
and she still got convicted of the rape charge, huh?
When they came to you with this case, did you guys start throwing fucking confetti? Yeah, everybody in the law office. Going, oh, fuck, look at this one. That's like when they first, like when you sign, like fucking Jordan, like, oh shit, look what we got.
Slam dunk.
Well, it was more complicated than that because she didn't have the money to pay. We needed to hold Rutgers in the case.
Oh,
and
you found
the federal
a way.
court.
You found
no, I wish we did.
No.
The federal court ended up dismissing Rutgers as a defendant, and believe me, we tried all we could.
But
he really gets no money.
He got fucked.
Ah.
Well, literally, but
but wait a second.
But did he get any money?
She didn't.
No.
She doesn't have to have any insurance as a professor or as a practitioner.
She doesn't because she was just a professor, but insurance won't cover things like rape. You can't get insurance for yourself in the event that you rape.
I might rape, so...
wait a second.
Cosby rape insurance.
Yes,
wait a second.
I'd like to get some of that rape insurance,
I feel like
please,
that might be something coming. I'm going to get my rape insurance in order.
The Jello and the insurance.
If she's employed by Rutgers when she's doing this, aren't they accountable? Or was she doing this on this? If she was doing this as a project for Rutgers, then wouldn't they be accountable for this?
Does it have to be held to some sort of standard?
That's a good question, Rich. Normally, we call it respondeat superior, which means that you're responsible for your employees. But when it comes to the state, they're not responsible for their employees. That's what the law is. So we had to show that Rutgers either knew or should have known about this and should have disciplined her or prevented her from doing this. And that's why it got dismissed.
I like that you guys are asking very technical questions, but I have Dr. Jeff. In your professional opinion, does this happen? This kind of like where you have an affair with yourself, basically, or is that what happened? As far as you know, obviously you don't know the people involved.
Of course, no. So what this reminds me of is Munchausen syndrome, which good luck saying that, Rich.
Damn, son.
Let's let him try.
Go ahead. Give it a shot. You want me to spell it for you?
Listen, don't get fucking snippy on my show.
Munchausen. Okay. Come on, Rich. Munchausen.
It's Munchausen.
Yeah, man.
Munchausen by proxy.
Show
Go
that
ahead.
dude.
Ooh.
Show that dude.
Go ahead.
So now it's called fictitious disorder by proxy, and what it is, someone imparts an illness on someone else, basically for the attention. So a mom can make a child sick,
right?
Constantly bring them to the hospital, but the mom's really getting off on the attention that she's getting.
Yeah,
so
but
this isn't exactly that. Yeah, you're right. The guy's getting off instead of her.
She's writing to herself, basically.
Right.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's all about attention. He was obviously bringing her to a national scale because she was associated with him. So she was doing it for attention, 100%.
Okay.
She was straight up.
But then didn't know the side effect of falling in love with herself.
Right. How does that become sexualized, though? I mean,
And can you market this? Like, if I were just to get like a box and put it in a wheelchair and then market that to women who are lonely.
Yeah.
Definitely sell that.
Right? They could just have a love affair with themselves.
Paper cuts all over your gums.
Like a doll that they just have to help type.
Now, was the husband? Did the husband come to court? Was the husband brought to the stand in any part of this trial?
I was in the civil case, and our case was dismissed. I don't remember reading that he testified in the prosecution. I don't remember that.
In the New York Times article, it said he didn't.
Oh, okay.
So the family didn't get any money. Not that I don't know if you deserve money because, I mean.
Well, your wife just leaves you. If she leaves you for a rock, there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm talking about the kid's family. I don't know if they deserve money. She deserves to go to jail for sexual assault. I don't know if the family of the child in the wheelchair deserves money. It's not like...
Well, they do.
Was the family, were they paying money for the service?
Because the kid was raped.
Yeah,
Their child was raped. They put the trust into this woman who was supposed to help him, and then she took advantage of his situation.
I mean, people get money for bad psychotherapy. Like if your therapist, misleads you and gives you bad psychotherapy, you can get money from that. So yes, you can. And this goes a lot further than that.
But Rich, think of it this way, because you're saying it's a man and a woman. Let's say that you had a stroke and you couldn't communicate, and Bonnie put you in a home.
I was almost positive you did have a stroke.
Oh,
and then some male nurse came in and started having sex with you. And you couldn't communicate that you wanted it
with Rich.
But even though you got a hard on,
and then they look at my phone, and they look at the app on my phone, and Grindr is on.
Yes, they're like.
No, I get what you're saying. But then if they did deserve the money, I just don't know how. Right. Is the lady bankrupt? Is the lady completely broke? Is her house?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Well, just her legal fees probably broken.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm still shocked that Rutgers has nothing to do with this. They can't be held responsible at all.
Because Rutgers is a state school?
It's a state college.
A state college?
Right, because part of it we sued under the Civil Rights Act.
Isn't Penn State a state school?
Yeah.
And they were all those kids got money, didn't they? All Sandusky's victims?
Go on with your bad self.
Penn State was the people were more actively involved with Sandusky
and with a cover-up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and the court of this wasn't a student either. Sorry to interrupt.
No, he wasn't. The brother. That's okay. The brother was a student, and
the victims of Penn State weren't a student either. Weren't students. They were.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right.
You should have been working on this trial.
Ed, there you go, man. I'm making a murder over here, buddy. Come on.
Part of a camp.
Right. But our point was he was used not only for sexual reasons. He was used as a guinea pig. She brought him into these classes. Yes. She then brought him to all of these.
He gave speeches. He did.
Oh, he did what?
Yeah.
Yes,
because
he wrote these speeches, and then she would read the speeches. Yes.
Oh my God!
Isn't that a great movie
for Kevin Hart?
For Kevin Hart,
to sit there drooling and
Kevin, you want to win an Academy Award?
I don't think this is comedy, though. I don't think this is a comedy.
I don't care. I just was like thinking of a small black man who could do it
in the diaper, same size.
Maybe this
Kevin's got to branch out.
Kevin's Oscar performance.
Yes,
that's what you're saying.
What was I? Oh God, I had a great question. I forgot what was it. Ah, fuck. How long was she sentenced for? Like, what was her?
I didn't see Bonnie. Did they say in the Trenton Times?
I don't remember do you have it open there? I don't remember how long she went to prison for. I know she was handcuffed and led away.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. She may not have even been sentenced yet. It was fairly recent that she was convicted.
Oh.
Dr. Jeff.
Yo.
Have you ever dealt with a story this fucking insane? Like, did they bring a therapist into the courtroom?
So, in my opinion, what should have happened is she should have gone to an independent psychologist for a full psychological evaluation. I would also advocate for a psychologist, not a psychiatrist, for this.
Uh-huh.
I think they would have gotten some better information, personally, about her history, and I think fictitious
Dr. Jeff's a psychologist.
Would have come in.
Full disclosure.
A lot of things.
You're right. Psychiatrists just fucking prescribe drugs.
That's what they do.
But think about in prison the stamps she's going to save, because she's going to write letters to him and then write the letters back, and she won't have to send them out.
The return address is the same as the sending address.
Yes.
Well, this is fascinating.
It's a fascinating story.
That is a wild story.
This has got to be the biggest case your firm has ever worked on, right?
No. I mean, we've handled death cases and.
Well, I mean, most famous.
It's the most fucked up case. It's definitely the most screwed up case.
It's pretty high profile, right?
Definitely high profile.
Do you think this is going to be made into a movie?
It would be interesting.
Ed,
I think so.
Who would play you? Who would play you in the movie, Ed?
Oh, Jesus, somebody fat and ugly. Kevin James.
Okay, that can work. Kevin James, Kevin Hart.
Kevin James for what?
He's going to play Ed in the movie.
Dr. Jeff, who's going to play you, Aziz?
Wait, I think Ed is wearing a tux all the time, and they're like, he's tall and willowy. That's how I imagine you.
He's in his bathrobe right now.
No, I'm the opposite.
No, actually, he's putting on his diaper.
And Dr. Jeff, I always imagine is like he's like not like buff, but his it's like he just only works out his biceps.
No,
is that fair?
Wow, thank you for that. I'm a soccer player. I played.
Oh, I knew he talks like he's in good shape.
No, I
they're gonna say a soccer player.
I'm a little bigger Aziz Ansari. That's me.
Oh.
Okay.
A little bigger.
Maybe the Indian kid from Big Bang Theory.
Not saying much.
Oh man, he's little.
Well, this was fucking.
Brian,
take a call. There's some people that want to know stuff.
Question. Okay, well, we have to let go of somebody who.
Let go of me. I am leaving. You guys inspired me to do stand up, so I'm doing open mic at Stress Factory tonight.
No, that's tomorrow night on Wednesday. They have it on Tuesday.
Yeah, but they have showcases. They have a Big Ten show every month on Tuesdays.
Oh, wow.
Well, you inspired me to be a lawyer, man.
you inspired
Ed, call in anytime. We loved having you on. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Dr. Jeff, you don't have to go. You know what?
Yeah.
I have another therapist, too, that emailed me that wants us to call him. You know, we got so many therapists.
We don't call them. They call us.
He said, And then
you got to draw.
Jenny, who is our favorite. I mean, Dr. Jeff, don't get us wrong. You're in the top two. You're in our top two.
Show business is hard.
What's that?
It's because I'm Indian.
It's right. You dropped down to fourth place. No. We don't even have anyone in second and third.
Yeah, I'll take fifth.
Who are you going to? Take a call.
Okay, here we go. Brian, go ahead.
So how do they know for sure that she blew him?
It was in the transcript.
It was in the court transcript. She retold the whole thing. And I think it's because it was in her
diary.
According to Ed, it was in her diary.
That's why I don't have a diary anymore.
Yeah, who has a journal when they're like...
alone.
Especially if you're having sex with a mentally handicapped
diaries are only good if your ex finds them and it fucks your relationship or the cops.
But she couldn't tell anybody. You know, half the fun of having sex is telling somebody. And she couldn't tell anybody. So she had to write in her diary.
I've been fucking.
I understand this woman. I understand her very deeply. I
You're
understand
gonna write the screenplay.
I understand
and it's all going to be.
We got to talk a little more.
Sorry, go ahead.
And she got a psych evaluation, so like she wasn't just like totally full of shit. You know, like talking to herself the whole time. Like, just was this?
Well, this is the actual assisted communication. I can't remember what it is. Facilitated communication is a real thing that they can never really figure out if it actually works or not. And they've done numerous kind of like blind tests where they have the person is blindfolded. That's doing the typing, that's helping with the typing, and the other person is given a word, and they try to make sure, you know, it's like...
And they put Coke and Pepsi in front of them.
And there's a couple of people who actually have benefited very well, like have gone to college, and they seem to be success stories. So it has worked, at least on a couple of occasions.
Well, because some people, yes, you can be, you know, physically disabled.
Right.
But
I guess I'm just not seeing how it's actually working. It's like, are you like psychic? Is that kind of what it is?
Well, what you do is you're supposed to just help them get to the right letter in the keyboard.
So it is like a Ouija board.
Right. So
that's how that lady's totally fucked then.
So you get to
I love how they set her up.
You get to a place, I guess, where you know the person well enough if they're going for an E and they can't quite get it because their arms are spasming.
But he couldn't spell because he had an 18-month-old mentation. He couldn't even spell. It would have to be like the McDonald's employees who have the pictures of the food.
That was one of the things was that he learned so quickly. Like from the time she started with him, he became.
He's writing these poetic Robert Frost love letters, and he couldn't.
Yes,
it's just another
didn't know his own name a week ago.
Crazy fucking person.
It's unbelievable,
using
man.
Their power to, you know, just act out on their fucking insanity. It happens in every field, you know. Just
that
sort
is
of insane.
Well, because the question really becomes, did she know she was writing to herself, or did she really believe he was writing it?
Well,
that's for
did they actually catch her in that?
Well, I don't know who's speaking, Brian?
Oh, sorry. Did they actually catch her in the act, of this, or is it just?
Yeah, they gave him questions that only he would know the answer to.
You mean in the sexual act?
No.
But she actually went to the family. She went to the family and told the family that she was in love with him. That's how the family found out. Yeah, she gave herself up. Dr. Jeff?
Wow. I was just going to say, a real psych eval would have said if she's psychotic, basically how her reality testing is versus not. It sounds to me like she knew what she was doing and she loved the attention. And she was probably so into it, she lost sight of how fucked up it was.
So, because you're right, because she was getting a lot of attention with this facilitated. I mean, she started it.
Right, and then she starts it, she gets more, she travels abroad, she does more, and it's just a cycle. Then once she's in it, she just keeps rolling with it.
Doc, for me, the whole takeaway from this is that a black man with an 18-month mentation can still bag a white married woman.
She must have a big ass.
That's how big a cock is. That's how important. Okay, thank you for calling.
Doc, what's it mean that she gave herself? She told the parents. She came forward. What's that mean? How do you evaluate that?
Again, my guess is she got so wound up in this whole ordeal that she thought
she got caught up, yo.
Well, also, too, she led a life of guilt trips, so subconsciously, she probably felt guilty what she was doing, and to
tell somebody, right?
And to come clean with the family will help her deal with the subconscious guilt that she's dealing with.
But she wanted him, though. She legitimately wanted to take this guy away, right? She was in love.
I think she was like, oh, I'm a better person than most because I can see through this. Like, other people might be grossed out by this, but I know him and I'm able to see beyond his physicality. And
wait, Doc,
that's how, when I married you, those were the things that I said to myself.
Dr. Jeff, I can save him.
Dr. Jeff,
I can save Rich.
A lot of people would say, why are you doing it? I said, I see beyond what you see.
Dr. Jeff, didn't you hear my brilliant fucking synopsis of what's going on? Go ahead.
I did hear that. And you actually have a point. If she was sane, there is a part of her that would feel guilty, and I think that could be a way that it sort of came out. Again, there's no way to know without actually knowing her.
Well, but she, throughout the history of this...
Dr. Jeff, can you start writing her letters to find out?
Through her history, she was a people pleaser, and, she was into social work and whatever, helping out. So she was...
probably the son or daughter of an alcoholic.
Yes, that's
my God.
Because those people are very codependent and very people-pleasing because that's what they got to grow up with. They got to take control because their parents aren't there.
Tucking her dad in at night because he's shit-faced.
Well, because they're so drunk.
Her husband had one leg.
Seriously?
No, I just made that
up. Anyhow, listen, we got to take a break. Dr. Jeff, thank you for calling.
Yeah,
you are back to our second favorite doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Jeff.
Listen, we're going to give us some plugs. You got anything you want to plug?
This Thursday, I'm at Cabot Comedy Club in Chicopee, Mass., and then the 27th and 28th, Old Naples Comedy Club in Florida.
All right. Your Twitter, anything?
Twitter, AT Jeffrey Joseph.
Okay, listen, folks. February 9th, the Village Underground, we're doing a live My Wife Hates Me podcast with Ron Bennington. I think the tickets go up for sale at, the Comedy Sellers website. February 9th, they're only $10. It will sell out. Come. And this weekend, I'll be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights. Next weekend, Comedy Zone in Harrisburg. Bonnie's book comes out February 23rd. She'll be at Mohegan Sun the end of, when are you there?
Are you assisting me?
Yes, because you want to do
my own plugs.
I didn't think you were ready because you were on the phone.
I was getting my calendar open.
Oh,
she can't do it herself, Rich. Why don't you blow her too? All right.
Yeah. Why don't you get this diaper off me?
Yeah. Why don't you take her diaper off and blow her?
Yeah, man.
She can think for herself.
I'm at Mohegan Sun, 28th, 29th, and 30th.
I already said that.
At the end of this month. Whatever.
Oh, wait, the 28th?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Why? Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, because we were going to do a radio show that. I'll figure it out. All right.
We're golfing that day.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Welcome back in studio with Jeff Joseph, Ben Haig.
Yeah.
Okay, this weekend, Bananas Hasbrook Heights. Next weekend, Comedy Zone Harrisburg. Then I'll be... I'm going to Vegas, too, the first week of February, Super Bowl week at the MGM Grand. February 9th, the 9th, live My Wife Hates Me podcast. Ron Bennington hosting.
But it's a different kind of show.
No, it's a My Wife Hates Me podcast with Ron Bennington. come out. It's at the Village Underground. It's going to be a lot of
there's going to be a lot of celebrities there.
There's going to be Ron Bennington.
Why are you throwing your glasses around?
Because this is how we're fucking advertising it, all right? This is what I was told to say. This is what you were told to say fucking 45 minutes ago. That's...
The tension is really thick here. You guys aren't here, but it's really thick.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah, I don't know what happens when they're home, but it just doesn't look good for you, Rich.
Ron Bennington, February 9th, go to Comedy Central website. Comedy Cellar.
There's not going to be any celebrities there.
Comedy Cellar.
He wants to punch you.
Didn't you feel it?
Yeah, he is fine. He's in the red right now.
Bonnie, you call me anytime.
He is in the red.
You call me anytime.
I'm too ashamed.
What we were going to talk to Jeff about.
Oh, no.
It's not even that bad. And
the thing is, you can't post your emotional scars on Instagram. That's the problem.
How do you get on Instagram?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you on it?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I post a picture every year.
Are you one of those?
How do you get followers on Instagram?
You say I'm on Instagram.
People follow you.
Oh, you know what? You tweet your Instagram pictures.
Oh, you know what I heard about Twitter?
What?
I heard
What?
I heard they're de-verifying people if you're mean.
What? Are you shitting me?
That's what I heard.
I'm about to be de-verified. Is it de-verified or unverified?
Either one, unverified or de-verified.
Well, it is. It's become like, when you go to the airport and then the people that have whatever that are
VIP.
The what is it called, Rich? Please help me.
No.
The fast pass thing where you
TSA?
You're on your own now, McFarlane.
Where you have you've accumulated your miles and
frequent flyers.
your
status.
You've got a status.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the two people that don't have status are standing there, but everyone else is with status is in line. It's like not great. That's like the verification on Twitter is like everybody's verified.
I'm not verified. Are you verified?
Not verified. You know what? If I was you guys, I'd be proud of it. You're differentiating yourselves.
Yeah.
So
I want that blue check mark though.
So Jeff.
But why? Everybody you look at people and you're like, who are they?
Yeah, true. We're the cool kids now.
Yeah, the unverified.
Everybody's got tattoos.
The great unwashed masses.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yeah, what did I do?
By the way, if you haven't noticed yet, Rich has zero sense of humor when it comes to doing the radio show. Like, he sits in that chair he's...
If it's not about
fucking, running a ship or something.
It's very Starship Enterprise with him with the control board in front of him.
You're like the pharmacist over there. You're like a couple inches higher than everybody. You look down on us.
Yes.
Like, we're just here for you.
And then if you're making jokes, he a glare at you.
I could be in the basement. You could be in the fucking attic and I look down on you. Shut up. I'm fucking trying to hold this together. That's all I'm trying to do.
It's a nice visual you just presented there, Mr. Voss.
Rich is the straw that stirs the drink.
Well, there's the humor I'm not getting involved in.
Well, I'm just saying you don't have you're not generous with your laughter.
I haven't heard anything funny yet.
You're not.
To me.
Your boyfriend Ricky Gervais is always smiling, cheery.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why
that's
he makes everyone.
That's why he's where he is, and you're where you are.
You know why Michael
Ricky
Jordan
Gervais laughs
was the best?
People.
Michael Jordan was the best because he elevated the play of everyone around him, and that's your job. Bring us up.
Yeah.
We feed off your energy or their lack thereof.
And instead, anytime somebody says something funny, you glare at them. I've got an agenda to get to, and it's my plugs.
Bring us up, man.
I'm trying to do my plug.
I only plug in the beginning.
First of all, nobody gives a shit about your plugs if nobody's listening to this fucking radio show, and nobody's listening to this fucking radio show if it's just your bad attitude and a bunch of plugs.
First of all, I don't do a bunch of plugs.
That's Bonnie clapping, by the way. That's not, no one else is clapping.
1969. I don't do a bunch. I plugged 3 times. That was good. That was good right there. I'm sorry.
You should get into impersonations. That was dynamite.
Yeah, really? 3 times. 3 times.
But look, he's started laughing a little bit.
And now we're all happy.
It went into his head. He's like,
what? So Jeff.
Yeah.
You were a regular on Family Ties.
Oh, damn, yeah. What? Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what we wanted to
do. Many years ago, yeah. My first job.
God, you must
that
have
was my
some...
first job.
But how, like...
Justine, did you fuck her? Come on.
How many seasons?
Just one. Just one season, yeah. They flew me out to L.A. and
Then you fucked Justine and they said, we don't want him around anymore.
Was he shaking yet back then or no? Did you notice that?
Really?
Well, I don't know. She's talking about fucking people on the cast.
She's a
Get to the bottom of this.
You were on one season?
Yes, I was.
And what part did you play?
I played James Jarrett, Michael Keaton's college nemesis. Not nemesis, but like competitor.
Oh, you were an asshole.
Wait, Michael Keaton.
Michael J. Fox's character.
Yeah, was his name Michael Keaton? Oh, it was Keaton?
Michael P. Keaton.
Michael P. Keaton.
So you were a financial guy?
Or you were like you were liberal, he's a Republican, that sort of thing?
It was kind of the same. I was like the black version of him.
Oh, wait, you were a Republican?
No, I wasn't a Republican, no.
Oh.
No. I mean,
always trying to get him to go to a march or something?
No, it wasn't that deep.
Can you give us one storyline that you were involved
25 years ago.
in?
I'm not living in my Family Ties. I don't remember that shit.
Yes, you do.
I remember, are you kidding me?
What I do remember is he was rich. I'm sure he still is rich.
His character in real life?
No, in real life he had a drop-top Ferrari that he would drive around town in. And I remember the first time I hung out with him, it was actually at the Improv in L.A., and in L.A., everybody acts like they're too cool to notice a celebrity, but he was like the biggest star because he had just done Back to the Future, and he had that show on, and he was huge. And everybody was just ignoring him. And when we went outside to smoke a cigarette, and everybody was just ignoring him, and he put the cigarette in his mouth, and everybody at the same time offered him a light. It was fascinating. Yeah. I was like, wow. That's how this shit works.
But he never did stand-up. He was just hanging out.
He was just hanging out, yeah.
And now, and
how were you discovered? You were doing stand-up, or you went and auditioned?
Stand-up, yeah.
Really?
They came in, they saw you do stand-up?
Somebody from NBC, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those were the days. They don't do that anymore, right?
Those were the days, yeah.
And then what? They said, hey, you want to do this part?
I went to a room full of, it was like Michael Whitethorne, who went on to do King of Queens and a bunch of other shows, and Gary David Goldberg ran that show. And it was just a room full of 6 or 7 people.
Like you can't remember any storylines, but the fucking executives, you know their middle names.
You're trying to make it.
He was an Aries. And
but you go in the room and you say, okay, I have to make these guys laugh.
How many
was the show already huge at that point?
Yeah. It was huge, yeah.
How many auditions did you have to go to before you got the part?
I swear to God, every part I've ever gotten has been the easiest thing I've ever done. Like one.
No.
I'm not shitting you.
You never had to do a callback?
Everything I've ever gotten was easy as fuck. What's hard is when you don't get the role, they make you come back 19 times before you don't get the role.
Right.
But when you get it, you walk in the room and everything, like you feel something different like this. It's just like almost meant to be, like the energy is right. And then like they call your agent and it's done. You're like, oh shit, that was easy. Getting shit is easy.
Did you go to
when you're going to get it?
Yeah, when you get it.
Not getting shit is hard.
It's hard as hell. It's hard. The whole process is hard. Of not
go to
getting
acting
shit.
Class? Did you take acting?
Yeah, I studied acting. Yeah, man.
For how long? With who? What type?
Went to acting school and yeah.
Oh, you went to HB Studios?
Yes, I went to Juilliard.
Uta Hagen?
Juilliard.
The great.
Did you really go to Juilliard?
I really went to Juilliard. Yeah.
Where?
Did you study under the great Harold Meisner?
Did you?
He did not teach that, son. You were misrepresenting me.
What do you know about Lee Strasberg?
The American Academy man is indicating terribly over there.
Did you ever do any Mammoth?
I've never done any Mammoth, no.
So, did you want to be a serious actor?
I did, and part of me still does. I mean, it's like a disease. You can't really get rid of it.
But you have to do it in a British accent.
That we're bringing
I always adopt a mid-Atlantic accent when I talk about my acting.
When you talk about your Juilliard times.
Yes.
When you went to acting class.
Yes.
Was there another separate class on auditioning, which is a nightmare?
No, they don't teach you shit about that. They make you believe that, oh, you're now this superior being because we've equipped you with certain techniques and some knowledge of the craft, and now you're going to go out and you're just going to kill him.
Yeah, you'd almost rather get classes on how to properly audition than how to become a great actor.
Exactly, how to manage
so if you
your
can
money.
woo him in that fucking room, you get the gig. Then you can figure it out from there.
Yeah, that's the shit they don't teach you. How to psychologically survive.
How about actors that are great that go, I've never taken an acting lesson? Is that possible? I mean, obviously there's a couple, but...
It's possible more for film actors than stage actors. For stage actors, that's almost an impossibility. Because you simply lose your voice, and unless if you didn't have if you weren't born with excellent diction, you better learn it. Because
when I'm treading the boards, I always.
When I was doing Shakespeare, and I would go out on
when you were doing what
Shakespeare, I go, series, most bounteous lady, thy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, oats, and fetches. That's all I know.
That's impressive.
I'm impressed you knew that.
I am. Somebody's going to get their cock sucked tonight. I did not know you could do that.
Unless you know how to get your plugs right, you better get those plugs right.
It takes a little Shakespeare to get the old DS.
Really?
If you want
that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of fucking shit I'm talking about.
Well, that was me being funny.
No.
I said, if you want to blow me, get your plugs right.
Yeah, you got to go, yes, and. Yes, and.
Yes, and
he doesn't know about improv.
Oh, I see.
What did you do?
I said, I'm going to give you suck your cock, and then you should have just been like,
yes, and.
I'm looking forward to it, or something.
That's not yes, and. No, that's not being funny. Me taking it to the next level.
Listen, Rich, I said I was going to blow you, and then you opened your big fat mouth and ruined it.
I know. Can you believe that? He turned down a blowjob for
I'm saying. Like, he's acting like he's too cool to get a blowjob.
No, comedy is...
Yes.
You go, I'm going to blow him, and I go, not if you don't get your plugs right. So that's me.
That is comedy.
That is hilarious. Yeah. Well, if you're not laughing at that, folks, I don't know how to help you.
You don't get it? Do you get it?
Yeah, we all got it. Who didn't get it?
I'm going to blow you if you get your plugs right. Oh, comedy.
Yeah.
Remember when they were all laughing about what I said, and then you were like, oh, she's going to laugh. Let me try.
I didn't care if you...
You can't just have an assist. You need the basket.
Oh, yeah.
She set her up nicely. She brought it home. Come on.
I know. I like assist. Jerry West was a great
This is the problem with arguing with you.
What?
You never back down. You never just go in and argue.
Then you can't have an argument.
How
can we have an argument if I back down?
Learned.
How can we have an argument if I back down? So you can't say that statement. The problem with arguing with you.
Why don't you talk about your fucking 2-seater car that you bought the other day?
No,
what'd you get, man?
He got a 2-seater car for
a BMW?
For a 3-person family.
I said it. He wants out. He's giving you guys
strong signals.
I know.
So many options to get out.
He's like he
my
bought
ex-wife
me.
hates me. That still works. That concept works. My ex-wife hates me.
The writing is on the wall.
He bought me a Kia SUV,
a brand new
Sportage. Should have bought a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Which listen, let me tell you something. I was in love with him for a while. I finally fell in love. I looked at him. I said, this guy is a good guy. He's looking out for us as a family.
Right.
And then today I realized what happened. He bought me that so that he could go out and buy himself a 2-seater convertible. Okay. You said to me, I might buy this car. I said, well, it is an issue. You can't drive your daughter around in it.
You literally can't have her and Raina in the car at the same time with you.
No, you can't have Raina in the car. You can't. Raina cannot sit in the front seat of a car.
She
has to be 13 to sit in the front seat.
Now we can't even help you with errands already.
So, listen, you can't put groceries in that car.
If you could see Rich's face, he looks like totally innocent right now. Like he didn't know any of this.
No. He knew what he was doing. So then he got it, and I said, you know what? Good. If it makes you happy, we'll figure it out. We'll work it out.
We got an SUV and a sports car.
Okay, fine. Let him have. He works hard. Let him have it. Right?
Yes.
I had the smile on my face when you brought it home. Then I say, okay. So let's say we're coming to the city. I say we're taking your car into the city. Oh no. I don't want to. I don't want to take it into the city. He doesn't want to, get a scratch on it or something.
It's a beauty.
I said, we're taking it into the city. So we're driving into the city. First of all, just as an aside.
Are you pissed just to be in this thing?
No. I'm not mad yet. I'm allowing him. I feel like, we all deal with each other's weird little idiosyncrasies.
You bought 2 pairs of sneakers this week.
I did. I went crazy.
2 pairs of sneakers.
Yeah, 2 pairs. One for her, one for you.
Both for my daughter. So then he's got a real bad stomachache and he's in a pissy fucking mood.
Gassy.
Right? And it's because he's got anxiety over this.
Yeah.
He's got anxiety over this car because he's realizing he can't take it to the airport because he can't fit his luggage and his golf clubs in it.
You can't fit your golf clubs in it?
No.
Yeah, I can.
So now he's thinking, what am I going to do? I got to take an Uber to the airport. It's already causing him a lot of anxiety.
Big problems in your house.
It's fine. I said, you'll work it out. It's going to be okay. He goes, you know what? I'm going to buy a $10,000 or $15,000 car just to knock around in. So he doesn't have to use that one.
I
said, Rich, do you think you're Jerry Seinfeld? Where you just have cars in a garage?
Jesus. Wow.
No, so that's when I got mad. That's when I was like, you know what?
How many fucking award shows are you writing for?
No,
Jesus Christ.
No.
He swears we don't have any money. Anytime I bring up something...
That's the Jew in him.
He swears we don't have... Anytime I bring up anything, he says...
I'm trying to work in this business.
We
I
gotta
did not
pay our taxes. He always brings up the taxes.
Yeah, taxes are coming up.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to matter if he wants something.
He said it to her like she's the one fucking up. Yeah, well, Bonnie, taxes are coming up.
Yep.
He's out there.
I bet we pay our taxes every year. That's one thing.
You gotta.
Well,
look at what Rich wants. Rich fucking gets.
I work hard.
That's how I agree you work hard. But then you're like, you know, you can't take the car here, you can't take the car there, you won't let me drive it. I know, and already it's a fucking headache.
So you got rid of the other car, I'm assuming. Yeah. So there's literally only Bonnie's car now can fit your family.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's an
that's
SUV.
kind of a fucking douchey move until at least Rain is old enough
He
to have her own car.
literally wants to be a single man. Like
No,
he's
I
like,
don't.
it's like you said, it's like there couldn't be a bigger fucking sign. He might as well just like leave me a letter like that says like I no longer want to be part of this family.
You want to switch for a week?
I wouldn't leave you.
He's like this.
Can you stay at my place? I'll stay.
He's like this.
With Bonnie.
I do just as much with Raina as you do. I do have a 2-seater. Okay, that she can't fit in. I can never pick her up from school. I can never go get groceries. I can never drive her and her friends anywhere.
Well, no, look at it. I'll work it out. But here's the deal. What is the deal? What is
the deal? And if you're drinking at home, you're drunk now.
Can I read?
Because Rich has said, here's the deal 1,000 times.
Can I?
Is that a
I
drinking
was
game?
at the car dealership, and before I made the decision, I text her. I go, I want to get this car. I sent her a picture of it, and she writes back, nice.
I know, because at that point I'd already given my concerns to you, and you heard them, and so then when you said I'm still going to get it,
I said I might. I was still deciding.
Okay, well, listen. I'm not your mother. Get the car if you want to get the car. The part that starts to upset me is that it didn't make you happy. You were in a shitty mood. You had anxiety.
I just got anxiety.
You didn't want to take it anywhere. You were like,
it was the first day.
You made me give up the carport so that you could put the car in the carport.
But here's the thing.
Maybe it didn't make him happy because you were yelling at him.
Who has the child.
Yes. Maybe you made him not happy because you were yelling at him.
No, I didn't yell at him at all. I didn't yell at him at all.
I feel upset that he got the car now.
No, I honestly didn't get mad until he said I have to get another car. So he has to spend $10,000 to $15,000 more to get another car that he can actually use. Because clearly this car is not appropriate for our family.
I literally ate ramen noodles 3 fucking nights in a row. So him buying 4 cars, I don't want to hear about it right now. But I understand.
We're not rich. We're not rich. There's something that I want, and I can't. I'm not allowed to have it because he needs to buy fucking 3 cars.
What is it?
What is your son? You could never have gotten. That's me. Don't look at me like that. Now you're trying to play like the victim. Oh, look at me.
I said to you 2 months ago, if this thing never happens, then I'm fine with it. It's fine. And then you went out and bought 2 fucking cars.
I didn't buy 2 cars. I traded in our cars. Okay? It's not like I bought them from scratch.
Bonnie, what do you want? Tell us what you want.
Another house. We're going to get another house.
I would like to have a house that we can... our house is so small.
It's 2 bedrooms.
See, Rich, here's the problem. Bonnie puts the family first. You put yourself first.
I'm older.
He does only have like 4 good years left. You should let the guy drive around.
You don't understand. I want to let the guy have everything that he wants. I said I won't take the house. If you want that, that's fine. But then, do you understand the anger and resentment that you can have when all you have to now hear about is like, I can't take the car to the airport. I can't pick up the daughter. I know, but I got to get another car. to get, like, we don't have enough money, Bonnie, for the things that you want, but let me get 2 fucking cars.
First of all, don't say I didn't get 2 cars. I bought you a car. And what?
No, because you keep saying, you said last night, this is when I got mad. Am I making any sense?
You're making
perfect sense.
Have the 2-seater. We'll work around it.
Yes,
but he won't let me drive it, so we can't work around it that way.
I didn't say when you drive. When did I say when you drive it? When did I say that?
Yesterday.
No.
You're making complete sense. I'm just being honest. I get really awkward when I feel like a girl might cry. You seem like you're on the edge, and it's making me nervous.
Well, because it gets upsetting, and you can't talk to Rich about it. He's like a brick. Watch, he'll come back and he'll yell at me, and he'll have 87 excuses. He'll never look at himself and be like, maybe it was a fucking douchey move. He'll never fucking come to that conclusion. Instead, it's just me. I have to suck it up and come to some kind of conclusion within myself that everything's going to be fine. I don't get everything I want. I'm fine with that. That's okay. But he gets everything that he wants, and he will never fucking admit it.
I want an RV.
Well, I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure tomorrow you will send me a picture of an RV. Is this one good? Yes, get it. Then you'll get it.
And that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'd have our new place.
Oh, man.
We're going to get a house. Relax. We're going to get everything we want. We're working. We're doing well. We're adults. We deserve to get what...
You see? He will not fucking say, you know what? I kind of am selfish. No, I do whatever I fucking want. I go golfing whenever I want. I do everything that I want, and I leave. He goes, I'm going to LA for 11 days, okay? This is probably the busiest time in my schedule because I have a book coming out and I have all this fucking thing. He never once looked at me in the eye and said, I know this is probably going to be tough on you. No. It's just he's only thinking himself. He says, "We're going."
I want to go. I was having anxiety thinking about going.
Has it gotten worse?
Do you see
has it gotten worse over the years?
Yeah, no. It's well. I'll tell you this: it's never gotten better. Well, before we had a child, it was fine. Let him go do whatever he wants. I don't give a shit. I'll do what I want. But the truth is, when you have a child, he'll go to L.A. for 5 days, and I'll come in L.A. and he won't. He's made plans for us to extend the stay in L.A. He's never once been like, oh. What are we going to do with Raina? That's all on me. Now I have to figure out, how does this work, Rich?
Well, first of all, I didn't make plans to extend the stay. And I'm going for work. There's nothing I could do. I didn't want. You think I want to go away for 11 days?
This is what I'm talking about. It's always accurate. Yes, you have to go for work. The problem with you is that you never say, how can we work this out? Or I have to do this, or can I help you with something before I go?
Is Dr. Jeff still available?
Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't even want to fucking talk about this for 2 hours. I'm just saying, you don't understand, me driving into the city tonight was me crying into the city tonight because I don't know how I'm going to make it all fucking work, and you don't seem to give a shit.
Really? Have we made everything work for the last 10 years? Have we made everything work? Has everything worked? So you're stressing out over something that you don't that's a month away that we will make work because we've always made it work. So the fact that I got a car for 2 seats, we have another car, an SUV. Some families don't have any fucking cars, all right, and have 5
Some people
kids.
Go to prison for crimes they don't commit.
Yes. All right, so you know what? We have a 2-bedroom condo that's pretty nice. We'll get a 3-bedroom condo soon, okay? So it all fucking works out. So you're making me like some fucking monster.
I'm not. I'm asking you to look at me and say, hey, I'm sorry. Sometimes I fucking am a selfish bastard. Go ahead, Matt. You're on the air.
Yeah, it's just calling because if he did get a certain roadster, you can actually disable the passenger side airbag.
Yeah.
Put a child booster seat in there as long as they weigh about 60 pounds.
Well, I looked it up, and you have to be 13 to be riding in the front seat. So I don't even, maybe safety-wise that's better, but I don't know about taking a...
If there's only 2 seats in the car, the rules are a little bit different. If there's 4 seats, yes, you have to be 13 to ride in the front, but if it's a 2-seat...
So we should take out the airbag. Then if you have an accident, we have nothing for...
Oh, so I can disable the airbag?
Yep.
This could be the perfect crime right here. You disable the airbag, and then you take Bonnie for a ride. Yeah, she gets in an accident. She goes to the windshield, and you're like, but I disabled the...
Wait, can you turn it on and off?
You'd have all your bases covered.
Huh?
Yes, you can turn it on and off.
You mean every time you get in and out of the car if you want to? It's like, say I bring my daughter in the car, I could turn it off, but then I put Bonnie in the car, I could turn it right back on, or do I got to go to a dealership to do it?
Turn it right back on. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I got it.
Turn it on and off with a key.
What's that?
You can turn it on and off with a key. If you open the door, there should be a little keyhole that you can use to enable and disable the airbag.
So everything is fixed.
Is it though? Because I don't know how safe that is to have your child.
Also, not
it's just
super the
safe
point. It's a great call and a good suggestion, but not really
great
the
call by the
overall
way.
point.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, but here's
Thank you.
But that's a great idea.
I like a Rich, like, problem solved. What I tell you?
That's where he thought the problem was.
Let your wife drive the car when you need to pick up your daughter.
Yeah, so I already said that. But here's the other thing. Cars are dangerous for everybody, whether you're in the front seat or back seat.
It's not about the car, Rich. The car,
I know. Well, that's one of the problems.
Is what's the word I'm looking for?
That I'm selfish.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Howard from Mississippi.
Yeah, Rich, I don't know how the hell you stay married to Bonnie. I swear, if I had a woman like that, I'd learn how to suck dick. I swear I would.
It's not hard. Why? She's beautiful. I love my wife. Why would you say that about her?
Yeah, he's gonna. If he was married to me, he would learn how to suck dick.
I don't think you really want to be married to Bonnie. I don't think that's really where this is going.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Listen,
Let's go right to sucking dick.
My wife has legit.
He's like, yeah. I don't know if you need that excuse.
My wife has legitimate gripes, and I agree with her that sometimes. Legitimate. I said that.
They're delicious. Can you pass one of those legitimates over here? I didn't brush my teeth after that pretzel.
Okay, I'm sorry I got upset.
No.
I'm not mad that you have the car. That's not what I'm mad about.
stand your fucking ground, Bonnie.
I'm mad. I was mad last night when you said I have to get a new car. It was like,
no, I wouldn't
why
get a new
are you
one.
just
I'd get a
building a
used one.
problem after problem after problem?
Yeah, you keep missing the point. Bonnie, it's not a new car. It'd be a $15,000 used car.
No, not 15.
Stop being so cunty.
Yeah, no, I know that you can't have an argument with him because first of all, he's very literal. So if you go, you've said 10,000 times that you want. He goes, I said it 7 times.
No, like he literally thinks disabling the airbag solves every problem.
No, it solves one of the problems.
No, I think we can work around having the two-seater. That's not the issue.
I thought we'd do something nice for us. Get a two-seater for you and I when we want to take a nice ride in the country.
It is kind of romantic.
He made a term with that. He made it for us.
Yes,
oh,
put
shit.
the top down. I do love you,
Rich.
and I want your hair to blow in the wind.
Yeah.
And
you could give him that blowjob on the ride home, even.
But what if? Let's just say, for argument's sake, and please be honest. Like somehow go deep within yourself. What if I had? Before you got
black
me,
18-month-old mentation
what
lover.
If I was doing facilitated communication? No, what if I went and just before you got me the new Kia, what if I'd gone and got a two-seater and I was like, I deserve it, I want it. Like,
I would say yes. If you
Rich, you would not have.
Are you kidding me? I got you the SUV because it gave you more room for groceries and stuff.
And stuff.
And for you to be happy.
Did the situation of not being able to have Bonnie and Raina in the car at the same time, because as a dad, that's important. Did you just forget it because you loved it? No. Because a lot of guys, you see, like, the car's beautiful. Maybe you got excited, you saw the car.
I knew
or
it
did
was
you
a
completely...
It was a semi-bad decision.
And you
I knew
still made the decision.
It was a bad decision, but...
And did you ask her, and what did she say?
She said, nice car. But here's the thing.
Well, before that, I said, it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Okay, all right.
No, I
wasn't mad. I didn't get angry. I just said,
there's another fucking car. This is a dumb argument. Like I said, there's people that fucking take buses and... we have a pretty good life.
It's going to be me.
Like me.
We work. I work fucking hard. Okay. So
but that's the thing. I said yesterday when you had it, I said, "Great. Oh, we'll work around it. That's fine."
I take care of my family. I love my family.
I believe I said
that. I show
that.
my daughter affection. I show my kids affection.
Nobody's coming down on you.
Everything a parent's supposed to do.
Nobody's coming down on you.
I do what a parent's supposed to do.
Nobody's coming down on you for that.
You do too. You just as hard or harder, because you not only do you work hard when it comes to entertainment, you work hard around the house and you keep everything together.
What's offension?
Huh?
You said you show Raina affection.
I was letting that go because he was. Yeah, I
thought it was like a game you played with her or something. Affection.
No, it's like an invention, but also affection at the same time.
That's really cool, actually.
I said affection or affection.
You are a great dad.
No, I do what I'm supposed to do as a parent and as a father and as a husband. I bought a car. It might be a slightly bad decision, yes, but we've made bad ones before.
You guys do get through everything. I mean, that was his one saving grace. I thought it was sweet when he said, "We'll get through it. We'll find a way."
Yeah,
that kind of won me.
Yeah, but really, did it when you were? Because for me, it just means like, no, you will suck it up, bitch, and I will get what I want, and that's how we'll get through it. We'll get through it because Bonnie, at some point, you will just stop and you'll learn how to deal with it, which is what happens. So he does stuff, and then I argue a little bit, and then
I do stuff like I put an addition on our condo or something that I wasn't supposed to.
I would love that.
It's against you, I'll do it. You act like I do things. What did I do that's what other things that I can do that's possibly fucking crazy? Okay, I might go play golf. Yes, yeah. But it's not like I'm doing crazy things.
Trevor from Chicago, go ahead.
Hey, Bonnie and Rich. I was just wondering, Rich, have you read Bonnie's book yet?
I'm reading it now. I'm on page 50.
You keep saying that, though.
No, I was on page 25 last time I said it. Now I'm on 50.
Full week.
Okay. You got to finish it. I
will finish it. Don't fucking give me a timeline of what I'm supposed to do. I have a lot of things going on. But yes, I'm reading it. And I'm telling her how great it is and how funny it is after I read every couple of pages or chapter. I haven't come in and said...
You got to have it done before the premiere, before Bonnie, takes it on the road and shows it off.
I know it's coming out the 23rd.
Are you going to do a thing in New York?
Yes.
A signing or something?
Yes. I'm doing a thing at the Strand with Jim Gaffigan.
The Strand, classy.
He's going to interview me at the Strand in New York City, and then Rich is going to interview me in Newark.
I thought I was going to be gone.
No, you'll be there that day.
Is she going to pull up in his... Raina can't go if he's bringing you to the book signing.
Right, well...
Just the two of you.
We'll be.
We have 2 cars. We have a house.
You're not going to pull up to a book signing in a 4-seater, all right? Where you guys white trash. You pull up in a fancy new Beamer. Like you've done something. She's preparing a book, all right? She's not releasing a fucking sweater line. I don't know what that means.
I wish she was reducing...
Oh, by the way, I have to leave right after we're done here because I have a show at Gotham.
Leave now if you want.
I have to go to. From my show's I have to be there at 9:15.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I don't know.
Well, what kind of show is it?
But it's just a stupid show, and then I have one at the Stand after.
Well, are you kidding me?
Yeah, then I'll have to meet you down there. Why are you so mad?
Want to walk, Rich? I'll walk with you.
He looks bereft.
I was going to stop by Gotham.
I've never seen him look like this.
We had plans to do something, so you take all these fucking shows.
I did it before. I didn't know.
Hey, Rich, let her have this one. Just let her have this one.
We have,
You just bought a car. Let her fucking go to her show.
Go do my shows that I booked fucking 2 years ago. Yeah. It wasn't 2 years ago. 2 weeks ago.
Get rid of this fucking guy, Keith. Go fuck yourself. I'm sick of these negative calls.
All right.
Get rid of the guy from New Jersey. Because guess what? I'm not taking your negative call tonight. Because this is a positive show.
Keith, you want to say something positive to Rich?
Listen, before you talk over me, Rich, I am being positive. I actually really enjoy your comedy.
I don't care.
Rich.
Oh, come on.
Rich.
I'm reading what he has on the screen.
Well, who knows? That could have been Lewis just fucking up.
All right, go ahead, Keith. I'm sorry.
That being said...
Uh-oh.
Okay, get rid of him. No, go ahead.
Give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Listen, I love it. I love the interaction. But you got to admit, you kind of stomp over people, and it becomes about any subject... You kind of talk about yourself.
Fuck you. I haven't done that once tonight. I let everybody talk tonight.
You know what's funny? Every single person, all his friends, his daughters, his wife,
you're not my therapist.
But he won't look at it. And every single caller is like, Rick, you're a narcissist.
No, these callers jump on your bandwagon.
Like he fights it.
No, they're jumping on your dumb fucking bandwagon. Yes. You're saying like...
They're looking at what you do.
No, they're not. He's trying. I'm not even got my headphones on, so I'm not listening to him.
I played golf with somebody that said, I will never play golf with Rich Voss again.
Thanks,
I made an incredible birdie, and then all he did was talk about the bogey he made. He wouldn't let me have my moment.
Oh, fuck that guy. I'm
See?
for him.
Look, Rich, none of it seems real.
You think you're so fucking...
I'm asking you, why is it so hard to take in?
No, because when you put that out there, they're going to put everything under a microscope and exaggerate it like you do. So if you say, hey, I didn't make one thing about myself tonight. I talked to the doctor. I gave my opinion. You talked. He talked. All right. But when you bring that up, these fucking dumb callers or listeners, they put it under a microscope and they magnify.
Man treasures his audience.
Who gives a fuck? They magnify everything and they go, oh, look, he makes it up. I don't make it about myself. I might give my opinion or give my experience. That's what a host is supposed to do. Okay? That's what you do. That's what a comic does. They give out what they experience or what they create. So that's what I do. Boom. Go ahead.
Boom.
Yeah? Are you just going to stare?
I'm waiting for you to run the show.
Oh. Well, you're doing the phone. I'm just giving my fucking 2 cents. Now, Jeff is all uncomfortable. We're having a nice conversation about
I feel like I got invited to dinner, and then the host just got in a family argument. I'm just sitting there. That's what I feel like.
We should warn people, though. It's called My Wife Hates Me. Like, at what point didn't you think there was going to be some marital strife?
I thought it was going to be cute marital strife. I thought it was going to be, TV ready. But I see why you're on the radio.
I can see the look on Jeff's face.
You got to hone it down to a very specific kind of cute hate.
For TV.
You don't like real. That's the problem. This is real.
The industry doesn't like real.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We got
well, if you'd come up with a couple of storylines, we would have avoided this whole thing.
If you wanted to talk about your goddamn excitement with Michael J. Fox.
Now it's my fault. 5 minutes. Sorry. Right.
Is that all we have is 5?
Yeah, man.
No plugs, not till the end. That's what we're going to do. Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not. Just because I'm sitting here doesn't mean stop. Just stop attacking me.
I'm not attacked. See, that's what the callers hear. Now we're going to get a call next week.
No. I'm doing what you do. You always say, if I say anything negative to you, you go, stop attacking me, which you just did when people were saying you're narcissistic. You were like,
no, he doesn't. I'm a host. I'm doing a fucking job as a host.
Well,
like
then
you are.
do it.
Well, what do you want to talk about? Anything else? Talk about, how do you like your new car?
I love it. I think it's great. Thank you so much.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
Big.
It's big.
It's big.
You know what's funny? After all that arguing they had, he actually got her a new car.
That's amazing.
She's still that angry.
Yeah.
No, listen. You're missing the point. I'm not fucking angry about the car.
We got the point.
I didn't know you got a new car, too.
20. Hers is 3 years newer.
Oh, my God.
2016.
I mean, now I'm on Rich's team now.
What? Why?
Because the truth of the matter is, no matter how you want to break it down, first of all, the money is both of ours. Okay. So when I went around saying you got me a new car, I did it in a way that made it seem romantic and wonderful for you. I did that.
I didn't take that money from...
I said, for Christmas you got me a new car. How wonderful. But I think we both know that money was ours. Okay. So now that's being used against me because I was being fucking nice to my husband. No, this fucking asshole is, who I always want on the show, and now I don't want him back anymore.
Oh, damn.
I agree.
You never get in an argument, man. You never get in an argument.
Because it's not about the new car.
It's not about it.
Are you taking me serious?
Nobody in the fucking history of comedy has ever taken you serious.
And why are you getting
so why would I?
You're fucking raging tonight. Why?
Leave her alone. She's not raging. She's expressing.
Because it's not fun to be misunderstood. It's not fun as a woman to bring up some fucking issue that we have and then have some fucking douchebag single dude be like, mang, 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 and just keep missing the fucking point over and over.
I got the point.
I think he heard your point. I heard your point.
And now you're on his side. No.
Why do you always got to bring the woman thing? Why do you always fall back on the woman thing?
You fall back on the Jew thing all the time.
Thing did she fall back on?
Are you fucking kidding
what
me
did she
right
fall
now?
back on? Why did she do that? I didn't hear that.
Really?
I didn't hear that.
My husband bought me a new car. Oh, that's right. This is a man subject. Let's make sure I don't ever bring up female in that discussion.
I didn't say my husband.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Who's buying me a drink after this?
You know what? I swear to God, after this whole, as we come around, the woman who basically used a small black man to have sex with, but wrote herself those letters. It makes perfect fucking sense to me now.
She wanted out of that marriage.
You're so fucking creative and smart. It's so funny. I love
Stop
watching
it. This
you.
is what happens when you think you're getting in a fight.
No, but I love watching you. You're so good at this. You're fucking brilliant. You really are. You were good with the call with the doctor and the fucking lawyer, and then you just fucking you gave good radio. But these fucking don't let these people don't let her fool you. I'm not a narcissist. I'm a team player that looks out. I might bring up a couple things.
I didn't say you were a narcissist. I said it's amazing to me that time after time after time people say that to you and you fight it. You never lay in bed at night going, "Oh Jesus." No. Does 90% of the population have a point?
No, because here's the thing. I've experienced
Here's the thing. That's 2 drinks.
I've experienced a lot in life, and I like to, share my experiences.
I think you should. Great.
That's what it is. Experience. Share your experience, strength.
Aren't you glad you're not married, Ben?
I'm glad I'm married. Are you kidding me? Who else could?
No, because they're
I know they're great. They're great. But they fucking wore me out tonight.
Huh?
They
wore me out.
Yeah, you got to get used to it.
When I talk to you, when you do 2 of you in the car for 10 minutes, it's refreshing. It's funny. 2 hours, and I'm going to go home and masturbate like that 18-month-old guy. I'm just going to masturbate repeatedly just to make myself feel better.
Oh, fuck. Look.
Well, I'm sorry that we were so draining for you tonight.
That was complete resentment.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No. A lot of people enjoy the show, but that's fine. We got a few.
There's a lot of unhappy people out there.
Oh yeah, you seem like you're a real happy-go-lucky dude. Every time I see you, you're just skipping along.
He's I can't fucking believe this.
Rich got his wires literally crossed.
Listen, folks, February 9th, do not forget. Go to Comedy Cellar website, live My Wife Hates Me podcast. This weekend I'm in Hasbrook Heights at Bananas. Next week in Harrisburg. You guys can do whatever you want to talk about.
If Bonnie doesn't murder me, I'll be at Cabot Comedy Club this Thursday.
My wife is not violent.
At 8 p.m. Dinner and a show.
I just want to say I love Bonnie and Rich.
I'm sorry, Jeff, if you had a bad time.
Too little, too late, Jeff.
I know it is. I know it is.
Bonnie knows I love her.
Now you feel like, I hate when people go, it's like my parents fighting. Oh, really? Your parents were this funny? I doubt it. Doubt it, you motherfuckers. You make me uncomfortable. Oh, really? Comedy makes you uncomfortable? Oh, okay. I bet if Louis C.K. was doing it, you'd be like, this is genius.
He's delightful. He's delightful.
Him and Amy Schumer having this argument, you'd be like, this is groundbreaking. But poor Rich and Bonnie. Well, I didn't know it was going to be this heavy.
Wow.
I'll be at Mohegan Sun, 27, 28, 29. Don't sit in the front row, Jeff.
Bonnie.
What? I completely alienated both of our guests.
Well, we won. I don't care about Ben at all. Wow. I do care about Jeff because I haven't seen him in a while.
We gotta go. We gotta
go.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you for coming in.